I know when I first started spending, it was like, oh my gosh, like you don't see an immediate return. Well, if I'm not going to be video if I don't get leads, and then not to mention the spend and all this.
I have a top 5 lead sources, and it's different honestly, it's different every month.
Well, what I like about what I've heard, I mean, you've had multiple things that you've had your hands in, marketing wise, and you try out a ton of different things, and you're not looking for the silver bullet. You're like, you get it. You know that you have to do multiple things, and you're constantly not ejecting before giving it a good shot. What advice would you give to people as far as that goes? Because I know when I first started spending, it was like, oh my gosh, like you don't see an immediate return. So it's like, what you're doing with the videos, that is time. Like, this is what people are thinking. It's so time consuming, and especially if you're not going to put a form out there. It's like, well, then I'm not going to get any leads. Well, if I'm not going to be video if I don't get leads, and then not to mention the spend and all this money going out. What advice would you give to that agent? Because I feel like I was that agent at one point.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I think for me, I have like a top 5. I have a top 5 lead sources, and it's different honestly, it's different every month. Whether it be telemarketers, whether it be, when we had a lot of walk-ins or call-ins or mailers, whatever it is. So just really track your core top 5. For like a newer agent or somebody that's barely starting out, I would probably narrow that down to like probably 3, maybe like a top 3 lead source, and just really kind of invest and monitor and calculate your cost per sale and everything like that, and be on top of those metrics. So another thing too is not just narrowing your target audience and like who you want to market to, like, for example, like zip codes and different things like that, like knowing where your sales are coming from, right? So I'm not going to market all to Colorado if my main zip codes are, the 5 that are next to me, right? So I'm going to kind of, narrow in there. So top 3, and then just build out as you grow, right? Keep those consistent, and then build out another lead source. Spend a little money on chatbots, spend a little money on, any type of automation thing, emails or email blast or whatever, that you want to do. So you just kind of, you use those other resources just to kind of, test out different things and see how it goes, so, yeah. But you need to have top 3 at least.
Yeah.
Hold up.